what do manifestation and gaslighting have in common? And where am I going to go with this video? I've had so many amazing emails going, what do you mean, Dede? Where are you going to go with this? And every week on our community tab here on YouTube, I put up 3 videos for the community to vote on. And this was the winning topic this week. I'm so excited. I'm always excited about all the topics, but because when you start to realize how there's been hidden messages for you in your reality, that things that are supposed to be against you are really for you. My question to you is, when you saw this topic, where did you think this video is about to go? Because your mind is always influencing you with your choice. Do you think this is going to be a positive video or a negative one? Well, I guess you're going to have to stay tuned and find out, because you will never see gaslighting the same way ever again. And you will be able to use this for your advantage, not only in your own mind, but in the now moment, in the 3D reality, should the opportunity arise, because you are the operant power, because you said so, because you're the one creating reality where? Here and now. So excited to bring this to you today. Just a reminder that we do the community chosen video here on Tuesday. And then Wednesday we go live. So it's like a 1-2 punch where we start the conversation today, and then you can come tomorrow live at 4 p.m. on the channel, Eastern Standard Time, so that you, if you have questions about what we talked about today, you can get them answered tomorrow. And then on Thursday in our private group, you can join a Zoom-like live where we're actually on screen together and you can ask me questions in real time. So it's going to be Tuesday here, community chosen video, Wednesday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, going live on the YouTube channel. And then Thursday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, going live like Zoom in our private community. So if you're not part of our Wish Fulfilled private community, there is a link in the description box below. It's for everyone. Just simply sign up and boom, you'll be placed in there. And there's so much amazing, wonderful information. Like when we did our 30-day money challenge in July, $1,000 a day, that is still all there for you to go see. All right, so now, who am I? And why do I get to come here on the screen and talk about this stuff like I'm some authority or something? Well, my name is Dede Powerniak, and I am the Invincible CEO, and I'm here to help you manifest with ease, because manifestation is simple, easy, and fun, and your mind has been gaslighting you. Oh, your mind has been gaslighting you. And once you're aware that it is, and it's okay that it is, because it's actually going to help you in this journey with manifestation. So what do? I help you make clear, concise, certain choices in the now moment, that when you make that choice, there will be no doubt and wobble, because gaslighting causes doubt and wobble. But if you know what you chose, then there's no doubt and wobble. There's no need for gaslighting. This is going to be fun, guys. Stick with me with this. You're really going to enjoy it. And have you noticed that there's something different in this video already? If you know what's different, put a comment below. It's so obvious that you may not see it. But now that I said that there's something different in this video, you'll be like, wait, what? And your mind's going to want to investigate it. It's going to want to dive in a little deeper, because things are just like simply right in front of your eyes. And we'll talk about that a little bit later. But right now, if you know what's different, put it in the description box or the comment section below. Okay, so a lot has been coming up. I've been getting wonderful emails. Thank you guys for sending your questions through emails. Thank you for doing your questions here on the videos and on the community tab. I appreciate it. If you haven't taken a moment to like, subscribe, do so now. That's like the paycheck from the heart. Thank you so much. I appreciate all that you've done to help me grow the channel, to get the message out there. Because if you haven't noticed, we do things very, very differently here in Manifestation in the Invincible CEO. I don't do clickbaity titles, because we're not regurgitating all the stuff that's been put elsewhere on YouTube and on the internet with manifestation. We have a whole new spin here, because my perspective that I bring from this is from a trained interrogator. I'm a fraud investigator, trained interrogator, expert of the subconscious mind. I'm a closer. Not only that, but I'm also a certified personal trainer, certified nutritionist, and 9th degree Reiki Grandmaster. So when I tell you I got you covered mind, body, and spirit, I'm not joking around. And I'm going to throw out something right now that everything that psychology would call a personality disorder or some type of negative mindset actually works to your benefit. So we're going to talk about gaslighting today, but even say multiple personalities, right? Which I think is now called dissociative disorder. They renamed it, but multiple personalities is multiple personalities. But yet we all have multiple personalities. I'm a mom, I'm a YouTuber, I'm a partner, I'm a personal trainer, I'm a nutritionist, I'm an interrogator. Like I have multiple personalities. I know which situation to turn them on. But also, we suggest here in the manifestation community that you need to leave the personality that you are to go into the personality that has what it is that you want, that this version doesn't. So do you see where we're going with gaslighting? So if we look at the definition of gaslighting, it's basically some type of conversation, whether you're having it with another person or you're looking at the reality, because you can have this conversation within yourself where what you hold is true and what someone else holds is true, or the reality is telling you is true, are clashing with each other. And usually if you're the one being gaslighted, you're the one being told that you're crazy and you're the one being made to doubt yourself. Does it sound like your manifestation journey just yet? Because basically, as a manifestation teacher, as a mindset coach, even as a personal trainer and nutritionist, I'm going to ask you to don't pay attention to what you see, hear, smell, taste, touch. That's the old reality. It's valid. I'm not going to invalidate it. It's very, very valid. But what I'm going to suggest to you now is that simultaneously, there is a reality that you can create right now in your mind, in your imagination, that is just as valid. It just hasn't taken solidity yet. You can't see it. So I'm going to ask you to actually believe in and create and play in a reality that no one else other than you know exists right now. How crazy is that? And that if you were to go share this new reality with everyone that knows you, they'd either ask you for proof or they tell you, no, you're not. So they would initially be gaslighting you right back, right? So have fun with this. Go, and I do this in some of my 2-day events, and even in my group training, which we're going to be having a group training start in October. So if you're interested, stick around. We'll give you more information about that. And also my one-on-ones, whether you do a one-off session. Oh, by the way, if you want a 30-minute one-on-one session, 60-minute, 90-minute, go to the description box. All those links are there. So you can get one-off sessions with me, but I also do have 3-month personalized programs. Okay, and that's also in the description box. But as we're saying, okay, rewind. See, look, little revision right there on the screen. If you were right now to go to whatever social media that you have the most people engaging with, and you put on there that you are multimillionaire. And what I have people do is I have them look at the responses back. Some people will congratulate you and right away it's like, yay, that's awesome. Other people will be like, really, are you? Where's the proof? Show me the proof. I need the proof. And others will just be like, no, you're not. Stop that. There's something wrong with you. I think you're a little sick. I think you need some professional help. And it's okay that you get this variation, this whole variation of responses, because we're creating all the responses. And if you feel the need to justify, oh, well, this is just an exercise I'm doing, or explain yourself to the reality, then you're not the operant power. And for those that'll tell you that you're not, and they will, and they'll come with stories. And I've shared some personal stories of people came up to me and told me that I can't be such and such because of this, and I just better stop this nonsense and go back into the reality that I no longer chose, because they're a gatekeeper of the reality. right? They want to hold the reality in place, but I'm the operant power. So let's kind of really break this down a little bit. I want to bring in the Kabbalion. The Kabbalion was written allegedly, because I wasn't there. See, all history for me is it's someone else's hearsay. So I wasn't there. And if it's not happening in front of me, it didn't happen, but it's a concept that my mind has created to help me engage or explain what's going on around me. So there's this book called The Kabbalion by Hermes Trismegistus, but it was really put in book form by the three initiates. And this is where we get the 7 main laws of the universe: the law of the all, the law of correspondence, the law of vibration, the law of polarity, the law of rhythm, the law of cause and effect, and the law of gender. And what I love about these laws is they're absolute. They're just, there's no opposite to them. This is what they are. And I love having this because in this book, it says we exist on 3 planes. We exist in the physical reality, which we can see right here, right now. We exist in the mental reality, and we exist in the energetic reality, all simultaneous. So right now you're aware, and in the Invincible CEO, I say that the 5% is your physical reality, and it's always changing. And your mental, I call that the active invisible, where it's not yet turned into physical 3D. And I say that's about 15%. You have about 15% of your reality activated in your mind. And then the other 80% is your potential. And it's kind of on a shelf in the warehouse, right? You have this invisible warehouse, and it's sitting on the shelf full of potential energy, but you have to take it off the shelf and activate it within your mind. And then there's a better chance of that coming into physical 3D, but something could go right off the shelf into physical 3D, right? Not a problem. Okay. So when you start to look at your reality, that I'm in this bubble, I'm the only consciousness. And for me, I know that there are some teachers out there that say everything is consciousness and everybody has their own consciousness. But in order to eliminate confusion in my own mind, there are some things that I've turned into an absolute assumption for me. One is I'm the only true consciousness in my bubble, meaning that if we were in a dream together last night, you and I, and it was my dream, I'm the one on the bed dreaming, and you show up in my dream, I don't believe you're really there. So in that reality that I'm going to, all the people, all the events, all the stuff is my consciousness rearranged in different form for me to go into the dream, believe that it's really real so that I can experience whatever it is I'm going to experience there. So for me in the daytime, this is a daytime dream, and it holds true the same thing. That when I decided to start a YouTube channel, you, my viewer, my wonderful subscriber, was created in an instant, even though you may not have come in at the very beginning. Maybe today's the first day that you found, but you're here because you were created in that moment. So for me, that alleviates, am I the only one? Is there other people? Am I going against their free will? Because we've said here on this channel that your free will ends at your choice, right? If you decide to go and eat McDonald's and you choose McDonald's, then you have to go into McDonald's to get your McDonald's. If you want Burger King, you don't have Burger King choices. Your free will of Burger King ended at the moment you chose McDonald's. So everyone here in my dream is here to help me realize what it is that I've chosen. And I've made clear, concise choices so there can be no doubt or wobble. So if something comes to me that's the opposite of what I chose, I know that it's offering me a different reality that I no longer want to go to. And it would technically be gaslighting me in the reality that I'm in. And I'm going to give you, you know, I'm the queen of analogies. I'm going to give you analogies later. But I wanted to give some foundation here with this. So when you understand that when you've chosen something and you're really clear in what you've chose, and you do what I call the transaction within yourself. So going back to these 3 stages of physical, mental, and energetic, I want to point out right now how your mind has been gaslighting you. Because the mind that you're in, and this is most of my clients when you first come to me, that you truly believe the 3D reality, even though you're opening up that there's other realities and other versions, that you give 3D reality all the weight, even though it's only 5% of all of the 100% of you, of your consciousness. It gets all the glory, the 3D reality. And by the time you're looking at it, it's in the past. And then your mind says, well, the 3D is reality, and if you can't see it, taste it, touch it, hear it, smell it, it's not real. But yet that same mind then offers you echoes, and these echoes come in, and that mind wants you to believe the thoughts in your head are real, even though it's not happening right in front of you right now. So it wants you to, 3D reality is all there is, but yet here, I'm going to create this story of how you're never going to find your partner, and none of that's happening right in front of you right now, but your mind wants you to believe that to be true. So when my mind offers me things and it says, oh, if I say, okay, I'm going to go do this on my YouTube channel, and my mind goes, that'll never happen. I'm like, okay, you're gaslighting me into that'll never happen, but I'm choosing that it will, right? Because we've broken this down, that when you are offered something, the equal and opposite exists. So if you choose yes, then no exists. If you choose no, then yes exists. And you can't prove either one of them right now. See, that's the thing, that you think 3D reality is proving to you that you don't have what it is that you've chosen. And all I'm saying to you is all that's proven is that you don't believe you've chosen it and that you can have it, because you're gaslighting yourself. And then all this manifestation thing ends up being is you fighting within yourself that you chose this, but this is what's happening in 3D reality. And it's a real simple fix. You come out of the story, right? We've talked about 0 point, but I've had some emails and some sessions. 0 point doesn't get you anything. No technique ever gets you anything. What we're doing is pulling you out of the story to a very neutral spot within yourself so that you know that you're not that story. You're not any story in 0 point. You're just aware that you exist because you can't not exist. So if I'm going to exist and I'm not the story, what am I? Well, I'm really the 80%, the energy. I'm the potential. And we here on the channel, we say that you're the breath. So there's nothing you want in thought. Once you've chosen, you don't need any other thoughts. And honestly, you don't need any other thoughts for the rest of your life. You've chosen so much. The lack of thought would actually speed things up coming in, because you're not battling within yourself and wobbling back and forth. And you're so much in your story, you can't even see your own wobble. So stop, right? The first session you ever do with me, I tell you, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say will be held against you. We're going to gaslight you here in the Invincible CEO because you said you chose this, but you're arguing for your limitations over here. So why would you argue for your limitations and say, it's not, I chose this, but it's not here? But you chose it. So that means it is, because your choice is the most powerful thing as the neutralized I am. And that has to be enough, because the mind that says the physical reality is the realest of reals, and then it gives you all this stuff inside your echo chamber, and that's real too. When you think about that, you're never going to win. You can't win against a mind that says the physical reality is real, but also here's all the mental reasons why this will never happen. And you've now built a prison for yourself because you're gaslighting yourself. And what I'm saying, if there's going to be any gaslighting going on, let it be the one where you've made a choice. And when reality comes to you and says, no, it's not, no, it's not, no, it's not, no, it's not, you're like, you're not the boss of me. Yes, it is. Why? Because I said so. So if you were to go right now, and whenever you're watching this video, and if you went to my homepage and looked at subscriber count, looked at the number of videos that I have, I'm kind of here. I think right now, I don't know if it doesn't tell me here. Oh yeah, it does. 651 videos. And I'm looking at it and it says 8.73 thousand subscribers. But all I'm looking at is a screen with a bunch of numbers and words and pictures. That's it. That's it. It's just a screen with symbols on it, right? Numbers, words, pictures, they're all symbols. None of them have any meaning other than what I give it. So here's how I gaslight myself. I say to myself, you know what, Dede? that same amount of videos, 651 videos, that same screen that I'm looking at now, also in a different reality says 70,000 subscribers, which means the same videos that are on there now got me 70,000 subscribers, where in this reality it's saying it's 8.73 thousand. Can I prove either one? No, I can't, because that's not proof. That's just a screen that my mind has projected out to make me feel safe in my environment. So if I choose right now that I have 70,000 subscribers and all the videos that are on there, the 651 videos that are already there, and there's more than that, that's just what are public, has got me 70,000. And that, which means there's nothing else for me to do. Because in one reality, it gave me 8.73 thousand. Another reality, it gave me 10,000. Another reality, it gave me 25,000. Another reality, it gives me 70,000. Another reality, I'm over 100,000. Another reality, I'm over 1,000,000. I can choose any of them because they all exist. How do I know that? I just created them. How do I know that? I just told you here on the video. I literally created them right now in the now moment. And all the other numbers that I didn't say also exist. Oh, boom, 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 boom. There you go, manifest, boom, boom, boom. Can I see any of them? No, because here's going to be the next important thing. All reality is, and we're going to slow this down for you. All reality is what's happening right now. Now, look around you. We've done this before. That's it. That's all that's happening now. All right, if I stop talking for a second, I want you to notice what happens in my reality, why I stop talking. Not very exciting, is it? Because the majority of the time, what's right in front of you is just what's right in front of you. And if somebody were to walk in my room right now and see me talking to the screen, they're going to make assumptions. Maybe 30 years ago, they would have thought I was crazy that I was sitting here talking to a computer. But now they would either believe I'm on a Zoom call, or I'm doing a live, or I'm recording a video. There would be very reasonable, logical things that that person would be saying is going on. But they don't know for sure. They're just like looking in the room, just like right now, whatever room you're watching this in, whether you're sitting or standing. Let's say you're watching it on the computer and someone pops their head in and they hear my voice talking. They're going to make the assumption that you're watching something. They don't know for sure that you're watching YouTube. You could be watching Netflix. You could be on a Zoom call. But they know what's happening is what's happening. If they wanted more information, they'd have to come over and look at your screen to see what you're doing, or maybe even come in and interrupt you and say, hey, what are you doing? What's on the screen? That's it. That's all reality is. There is no past. There is no future. There's just now. And it's normally very boring, calm, and peaceful. Every once in a while, it might fire up a little bit. That's it. Once you get that, there is no Dede of yesterday. There is no Dede of an hour ago. There's no Dede an hour from now, because they are all the Dede of the now when the now is happening, just like you're in the now. So technically, all memories of past and all future memories are gaslighting, because they're not what's happening now. So if you are going to bring something in, you have to walk around as if you're that new person, that you are that multimillionaire, that you are that person that has the Powerball partner of a lifetime. Whatever that means for you, that you're living in your dream house, like whatever you're in now, it's like Cinderella. You take whatever's in front of you, like they turned a pumpkin into a carriage, turn your house into a mansion. You got to gaslight yourself to believe that you're there, even though your five senses will scream at you that you're not. My five senses right now are saying, Dede, be realistic. Look at that YouTube channel. You have 8.73 subscribers, 1,000 subscribers. You don't have 70,000 subscribers. I'm looking at the past. I just got here. Remember that. I just got here. And that's what this other version of me, other versions of me have done, my multiple personalities prior to me. That's what they got. That's what they got. But I chose 70,000. And I expect my reality to shift to match what I've chosen. And if I say those 651 videos, I don't have to do a thing, because in my reality, that same amount of videos, and I don't have to check and see if they're exact titles and exact videos, none of that stuff. Why? Because I'm creating it right now. Right now. You're watching me do this real time. And I don't care what a screen says. It's a screen with symbols on it. Letters and numbers are symbols. I'm the one here sitting, breathing. I'm the one here creating noise. The screen's not doing it. It's a flat screen. It exists because I brought it here. And that screen now is showing because I chose to go there and look at it. So now that I know that I've chosen it, I don't care what it says. Because when I'm here delivering this, not only am I delivering it for the 70,000 subscribers that I already have, but for the 100,000, for the 200,000, for the million, I'm speaking to all of my people, even if they're not on YouTube yet. Because all of a sudden, they'll get an urge to join YouTube because they know this is here. This is what they're looking for, whatever their story is. Or maybe they've been here on YouTube for years and now they find the channel. Your reality, if you, and I can't say this enough, if physical reality is what you decide is the barometer of whether you're getting your manifestation or not, the manifestation isn't for you. Because you have to believe, or not even believe, you have to know that what you have chosen is what you've chosen. And that you don't care what anyone else says. So I asked you at the beginning of this video, did you notice something different, right? Did you put it in the description box below? Or a comment? I want to keep calling everything. Yeah, put it in the description box. The comment section below, right? And you may notice, I'm going to big reveal, that I don't have my black jacket on. So now I'm going to give you an example of how I will gaslight my 3D reality. And it's my way of telling my mind, don't bring me things that I have to explain myself. I want affirmations of what I've chosen, not asking me whether I chose it or not, or I'm changing or not. Because all I'm doing is taking my breath out of one reality. I took my breath out of that 8.73 thousand YouTube subscriber reality. And because I chose it, I've already are starting to breathe life into 70,000, and it could happen. It could happen today. It could happen overnight. It could happen in a week. I don't care, because you know where it's already happened right now, right here. So as a bodybuilder, we do bulks and shreds. We'll add weight and shred weight. Or that's the old way of doing it. And now I've been playing with manifestation to cut down the time between the bulk and shred, right? Give me 3 months, we'll change your physical body. So you could say several months in a reality, several months ago, even though I just got here, there was a version of me that had bulk weight on her body. And this is where gaining weight is no big deal anymore. It's a big deal for a lot of people, but we'll put on 20, 30 pounds to gain muscle and then shred it down. Little process we do. And now I'm shredding, shredding, right? But this version of me, when I took my measurements today and I took my weight, there's just numbers on the screen, numbers on a piece of paper I'm writing down. It just is this version of me right here, right now. So if someone were to see me that hasn't seen me in a while, and they say to me, "Oh, you look like you lost weight." I'm not losing weight. And I pay attention to the reality of what my mind is offering, because my mind creates all the people to support my assumption. I'm not losing weight. I'm already my goal weight. I'm already how I look in my mind. I don't need someone in reality to tell me that I'm almost there or I look different. Because in my reality, where I'm already down to where I am, people in my reality have only seen me as that. They don't know me bulked. They don't know me in the process of losing it. So when someone comes and says, "Oh, have you lost weight?" I don't answer them. I don't understand the question, because the me that's already the version of me, and I'm going to put up a picture here of the before and after at the initial time when I lost the weight. This is how I had to gaslight my mind, because the mirror was gaslighting me, telling me I was this big version of myself. But I saw myself as the final version of the after part. And no matter what 3D reality told me I looked like, I knew what I looked like, even though at that time I had never looked like that before. But I could see what other people look like that. And I just stuck my head on it. It was before Photoshop and all the fun things we have now with AI. So if someone comes up to me in 3D reality and goes, "Oh, are you losing weight?" No, I've always been this way, because I just got here. And right now, this is the body that I'm in. And this is the only body I know. I don't know a version of me 30 pounds heavier. This version of me here. I just know the version of me that I am now. So why, to make general conversation, would I accept an offering when I've told my mind, here's what my reality people say: "You look amazing. Muscles are getting bigger. You look more defined." They can say that kind of stuff. But me losing weight, number one, it's none of their business. Number two, it's an unacceptable response, because I know what I chose. I know the script that I gave, and I'm open to variations. Don't get me wrong. And I'm not mean, but I literally will say to them, "No, I've always been this way." Because technically, this is what's happening now. In the now moment, I've always been this way. And then when I'm another version of me, when I go into one of my other multiple personalities, she'll be a different weight. Do you get it? So gaslighting, either your mind is doing it to you, and what this video here is asking you to do is flip the script and do it to your mind, because your mind thinks it's the boss until you take over. And you might have to overthrow your mind. There might have to be an overthrowing or some kind of anarchy going on within yourself. But you are no longer going to accept BS from mind or mind creations, dream characters that are trying to tell you who you are, because on their level of reality, that's who you are. And when I initially lost all the weight way back when, that old version of me, one of my old multiple personalities, and people came up and they saw the before picture, they said to me, character, "I never saw you that big." Because in their reality, it's a truth. All truths are half truths. There's one side of the coin and there's the other. So if all things are half truth, if you tell me I've chosen more money, but I don't have enough money, which one are you in? Are you in the you have the money or you don't have the money? And if you're in the you have the money, you wouldn't be speaking like you didn't have it. So you got to gaslight yourself into the verbiage, into the creation, into the character. And like I said, I didn't know what it was like to be a ripped bodybuilder before I started. And I realized I was just making things up as I went along, and that's all we're ever doing. Because once I got there, it didn't feel any different. It really didn't feel any different mentally, because the mirror is always gaslighting you. It's just sometimes you're in agreement with it and sometimes you're not. And that's where the power comes back to you. So don't have the jacket on, got the muscles flexing, excited to share this manifestation journey with you. I know what I look like. I know what my bank account looks like. I know what my YouTube, because why? Because I chose it. And how do I know it was created? It was created the moment that I chose it and I agreed to it. And I don't care how much 3D reality wants to gaslight me. I don't care if it comes in from the people that I love and that care allegedly the most about me, because they want me to be in their dream. But I know what I've chosen for my dream. And I'm not going to give up my dream to validate someone else's feelings, to make them feel whole, because there's another version of them in my reality that would be matching what I've chosen. And I'm not going to lower my consciousness to agree with another version of them that doesn't match what I've chosen. I expect my reality to validate and affirm what I've chosen. And if it doesn't yet, it's not my reality. I'm not going to engage with it. And I will be silent. So you could be totally silent when the gaslightings happen. But as you know that I've said here on my channel before, I have no problem going into the tension, going into the tension, creating the tension to get exactly what it is that I want in the now moment while it's happening. And if you want an example of that, go to the video. I'll link it in the description box of where I helped my daughter purchase her new car. Because I will make things really tense to say to my subconscious, stop bringing me this. This is not what I've chosen. We are going to do the part 2 tomorrow, 4 p.m. Wednesday in our live session. Put your comments, put your questions in the comment section below so that I have an idea of what it is that you're going to want to talk about tomorrow, so we can get a little bit more clear. And if you haven't signed up for the Invincible CEO private group so that we can go live again on Thursday, because I love doing this. I want to see you win. I want to see you win big. I want to see you win all the time. You're either in the win big reality or you're not. And I want you to be there because it's so much fun all the time, everywhere, every now moment. You are winning big. We're just going to give you a different perspective so that you know it. And for those of you who ask, what do you do after you've chosen? Well, what do you do after you order from Amazon? You don't give it another thought. You know it's going to show up. Why? Because you know what you've chosen and you know you've completed the transaction. So we will go and dive deeper tomorrow in completing the transaction so that you can gaslight your reality and your reality doesn't gaslight you. Because no video here on this channel is like anything else out there in the YouTube world of what it is we're talking about manifestation. So I want you to gaslight yourself into knowing you are already what it is that you're going to ask for before you ask for it, because you wouldn't be able to ask for it if you weren't, because you would have no perspective of it. And there are things that will be yours that you don't even know how to ask for or what to call them, but they already exist. Why? Because we just created them right now. That's how simple it is. Thank you guys so much. I'm so thrilled to be here to do all these videos for you. Again, please like, subscribe, and share. And check out that description box below. Until next time, till I see you again tomorrow at 4 p.m. on Wednesday, live here on the channel, happy manifesting and enjoy.